I just level up the stage. Go! Levier.
All right, I'm here. All right, welcome to the What's Your Question podcast. I'm on the hunt for the most powerful questions that'll give me the most powerful changes in my life and the lives of others. So what's your question?
I got champion DNA. Turn my worries into plays. I don't fold, I'm not a pig. I just level up the stage. I got champion DNA.
All right, welcome to another edition of What's Your Question podcast, where I'm on the hunt for the most powerful questions to give me the most powerful answers to impact my life and the lives of others. And guess what? I'm going to be the guinea pig every single week. I'm going to be the guinea pig. So let's just start with a recap of last week's question. Last week's question was pretty simple. Because what I wanted to do, I wanted to use and identify what attracted me, what was so attractive about my bad habits. Why was I lured in? And how could I take that attractiveness? Almost like, hey, it's just like you going into a scented candle shop and it smells like apple pie. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take that attractiveness and then I wanted to put it on something tough, something hard, so I'd be attracted to it in order to put the work in. That's what I wanted to do. That was last week's question. Let's just. The question was, let me just get to the question. You know what I'm saying? Last week, that was a good question. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I could probably simmer on this question probably about another 3 weeks. Just simmer on it. They say, how can I identify the lure of the path of least resistance and transplant it to the path of my ideal self? I mean, it got deep in some stuff last week. And one of those things, I said I was going to break it out as a question for this week, but really it was just still last week. I was getting ahead of myself. But it was saying, so the only way I can do that, identify the lure, the path of least resistance, is I had to watch myself and then quiz myself at the end of the day and ask me, what lured me today? What was I seeking for? Because I was listening to a podcast just today, right? This was just today on the one thing. And this lady, she was helping building habits, right? And she was saying, going through the points about what the habit was. It's a cue or trigger that starts the habit. And then the second thing was there's an anticipation. Okay, what am I expecting to get out of it? What then there's an action. And then there's a reward. Oh, I did get what I expected. See, that was a key thing. But a lot of times, when you be doing these habits right, when you get what you expected, a lot of the times you get what I say, because it's a habit you're doing it more often, a lot of the times you get desensitized, you get less and less. So it makes you do it more and more, and you get less and less until it consumes all your time for a tiny fraction of what you thought. See, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get out of there, right? Trying to get out of that. That's what I'm trying to do. Get out of that. So I had to watch myself. Right? Tonight, I came home, right? It's an environment. See, we designing this thing. It's an environment, right? Got home, right? I said, man, look, I'm gonna go down there. Boom. I'm gonna hit them weights. I had to exercise in a couple of days. And sure enough, about halfway home, I'm in the car thinking, time I get in the house, maybe I should cook me something to eat. We hadn't ate all. No, now it's starting to reason, right? It's starting to reason in my mind. So maybe what I've been trying to do, it's just coming to me right now. Maybe what I should try to do, right, is to change the environment in my car to ride home. See, I've been trying to wait till I got home, make a plan for home. That's good. But the ride home always put me back in the same routine. And that's what she was saying. Once you get into a routine, then you gotta, sometimes it's hard to find the beginning of the routine. you got to keep snaking all the way back. See, I just thought about that. That I knew when I left work, I said, man, I know what I'm going to do. I ain't going to go home, ain't going to do no snacking or nothing like that. Of course, when I get home, right, it started in the car. Now I'm just remembering, it started in the car. I got to juice it up in the car. I got to tweak it out in the car. 5 miles out, 3 miles out, 2 miles out. I need to have a new routine put in there, to kind of disrupt that thing so that when I get home, that I ain't, and another thing too, can't be tired, can't be sleepy. I noticed that most of the times I slip off into the automatic is when I hadn't had a good night's sleep, or I'm tired, or exhausted or something like that, then that willpower is just going to be a little bit less. You see what I'm saying? So I know that. Okay. I know that. Okay. We got us a new plan. Going in. But yeah, time I got home, man, I knew it. I hadn't bought these salted cashews in a while, but my daughter, she had stopped buying them. So I stopped buying them because I knew I wasn't supposed to be snacking. That's heavy fat, right? Get home, right? They sitting right there, my son in there, just me and him. We started talking. I started snacking. And I'm saying, boom. Then guess what? We finish up with that. Then we jump on the phone, start scrolling. He's scrolling, I'm scrolling. He had to show me something, I'm showing him something. Next thing you know, we saying, that's what I'm saying out loud. Hey, son, we got to stop this scrolling. Hey, let me show you one more thing. You know what I'm saying? We were doing that, right? The algorithm has us locked in because it knows what we want, right? So we gonna see. That's why the guy was saying these new AI influencers, man, people can't help but follow them because they're using the science, they're using the data. They already know where most of the people going. They already got it, man. And then they just build that out. But anyway, we jumping back on that too, boy. Me and your boy, we on the cloud. We gonna get on the cloud, baby. We gonna get on the cloud. Yeah, I'm pumped up. All right, this week's question. Let's just dive right in. Let's recap. This week's question, because I did find some spots, just like I just did right now. I found some spots. You know what I'm saying? And that lure, the lure is, okay, I don't have a lot of energy. This won't require hardly any energy. This is going to be easy. And guess what? There should be a reward at the immediate. Not going to have to wait till tomorrow. Snacking on the nuts. It's saltiness. It's going to taste good. The fattiness. It's going to taste good. You see what I'm saying? I know that, right? So that's what I was doing, is identifying that. And now I got to transfer that. But I see the only way to transfer it. This is what I got right here. Got the new question. The only way to transfer that is through visualization, is through, what they call it, daydreaming. So convincingly, as if I'm on vacation. Remember we talked about that last week? Vacation. When you get ready to go on a vacation, you take that vacation at least 10 times before you even take it for real in the physical. We're taking it in the mind and enjoying it. All right, here we go. All right, so this week's question. This week's question is, how can I make my higher self the most pleasurable self to become? It's a powerful question. We already know it's a powerful question. That's all we doing is powerful questions. See, humans don't constantly become what is most important to them. They don't do it consistently. See what I'm saying? They become what feel most rewarding, most familiar, emotionally safe, and neurologically pleasurable. Man, if I could put all that together, man. See, those are the ingredients. Now, I got to be a master chef, man. I got to get it. I got to chop this thing up. I've been doing my piggybacking, but I'm using the old habits that they already geared up anyway. I'm just trying to put some good stuff on top of them, because if I'm going to go down the path anyway, I might as well do a little good. Then I get to squeeze a little good, then squeeze a little more, and hopefully I just rip that thing down to just the bare motor. I ain't got nothing left but the habit motor. I tore the doors off the thing, the seats out. I remodeled the whole thing. I tore it down to the frame. And I got all good stuff on there. Now I'm just using that engine. The habit ain't gonna even know what happened. They ain't gonna even know. Okay, most people try to build a better identity through discipline, guilt, pressure, fear, shame, obligation, and delayed gratification. I used all of them. A lot of times they don't work. Most of the time, 80% of the time, they don't work. They hadn't worked. Because if they had worked, we probably wouldn't be sitting right here. Your boy probably be chilling on the beach somewhere, right? Chilling. But then working. I still probably be, but the message would be different. Well, this could be future, right? This could be future. Okay, we're trying to flip the whole operating system. Instead of asking, how can I force myself to become better? I'm asking, how do I redesign reality? How do I redesign reality? So my highest evolution becomes emotionally magnetic. It's only one way, baby. It's only one way in here. It's only one way to redesign reality. It starts in here. Because what's out here is in here. Because here's reality. Reality is what's real to me. That's the key thing. What's real to me. We stand in the same room, right? You can say it's cold. I can say it's hot. What's reality? Reality, oh yeah, we could get the thermometer, but that is still ain't real to me. If I'm over here sweating, it's hot. That's what's real to me. You see what I'm saying? So it starts right in there. And this is one thing I said I was gonna do. I got those medals up there. I wanna. I'm gonna get with AI. I'm gonna fly the Claude up. I'm gonna try to hook Claude up to that. I know it's something in there, man. It's got to be that involves it there. I want to get back into the matter. I want to start seeing it in the matter. That's the if I can get that in the matter, then I can just go in and help me more convincingly. Hey, I am that future self, and then it should speed it up. Mm, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Hey, y'all gonna be me in the virtual, baby. You gonna be me in the virtual. That's what you gonna be. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Better write that down, baby. Hey, we gonna hold this thing virtual, right? That's the next thing. You know that. You know it. You know that's the next thing. Man, y'all already know. All right, the anatomy of the question. How can I? It instantly activates agency. I like how. How can I? How can I? How can I? Creativity, adaptability. I'm solution oriented. I'm saying it is a solution versus now why is good? Why am I doing this, right? That's good. That's good. I'm trying to take out the some of them I was trying to take out. I'll come back to it. But anyway, the brain stops searching for excuses and it starts searching for pathway. My subconscious becomes a search engine. That's what I want, man. You get that? It's already a search engine, but it's searching for other stuff. It's searching for the stuff. And what we doing? We putting in the stuff. We loading it up. We say, man, we need to start searching for this, these opportunities. We need to start searching for this, so we can get some of this stuff out of there. The quality of life often mirrors the quality of the questions repeatedly asked, and that's what I've been saying. The questions repeatedly asked. If I'm repeatedly asking quality questions, sooner or later, those quality answers are gonna start coming in. And I want to make sure that I'm hitting the weights over there. So when they come in, I'm able to put them to use. I got the strength to wield them. Mm, that's good stuff, baby. That's good stuff. I ain't gonna, hey, that's good stuff. Most people ask, why am I like this? Why is this hard? Why I can't change? Those questions real. They say those questions, the questions we ask ourselves can reinforce identity imprisonment. I was talking to the young cat today, and I was telling him how the brain is. The brain is supposed to keep us safe, but we all know the best way to keep something safe is to lock it up in a safe. To lock it up. That's why they call it a safe, because it's safe. But it's locked up. It ain't doing that. Man, man, I'm telling you, stuff gets stale in the safe. Stuff, it go out of date because it's just sitting there. Mm. I assume transformation is possible. My identity is programmable. Pleasure itself can be engineered because the algorithm already engineering the pleasure. It's already engineering it. One tip, I'm going ahead and drop this tip on you. This lady said the tip to kind of stop us from doing all this scrolling, and she flipped her screen to black and white. I said, yeah, man, I don't want to look at no food in black and white. That ain't attractive. Ooh, that's a good tip. You gotta say, that's a good tip right there. Maybe if I could do it automatically. They say this iPhone, it should be able to be it. I know it could turn stuff on. I wanted to automatically at a certain time, it just go black and white. At 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock at night, it go black and white. Or every time it catch me scrolling on my phone more than 2 minutes, black and white. Cause like I say, man, I can't eat a black and white cake. A black and white cupcake is just not attractive. I can't eat it. I can't eat it, man. I can't eat it. I can't. But that was a good tip. Hey, I really like that. That was a good tip. Now make, that's profound because I'm not waiting on inspiration, motivation, divine intervention. Because hey, divine intervention can come in, but you ain't waiting on it. See, we gotta move. Some things we gotta be moving in order to be guided. You see what I'm saying? We still got to get on the move in order to be guided. From claiming ownership, that's shift from passive consciousness to conscious self-construction. Most humans inherit identities accidentally. Yep. And now I'm attempting to architect one deliberately. And this, hey, that's rare. We're trying to get this thing tightened up, shaped up. We're going to build it like a mannequin. We're going to build it together. That's what we're going to do. Now, the other part of that question, my higher self. I don't want to be on my lower self. I know what my lower self do. My lower self don't do nothing productive. Sits on the couch and binge watch Twilight Zone, right? While eating some snacks. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I remember doing that. Yeah, I was eating, I was eating some coconut cake. Oh my goodness, that was good, boy. Yeah, it's been about a year since I had some coconut cake. This phrase creates psychological bridge between current self, future self, ideal self, spiritual self, and optimized self. It assumes there's a greater version of you already possible. It's already sitting in the closet like a suit of clothes. All I got to do is go up in there and snag it. Instead of trying to work it out, I'm becoming someone who naturally trains. Instead of trying to work out, I just naturally train. This is just who I am. This is the identity. Instead of I need discipline, my higher self employs alignment. The subconscious obeys identity faster than goals. The identity is the way to go, right? Change the identity. How do I see? If I could get the person to see themselves different, that's what Tony Robbins said. If I just get you to see yourself different, just a little different, instead of trying to quit smoking, boom, I'm not a smoker. Why should I be trying to quit something that I don't even do? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. So yeah, we thinking, baby. I'm about to crank out that ultimate power, man. We gonna snag some questions out of ultimate power too. To be my most pleasurable self. This is the nuclear component. I'm targeting the dopamine. I'm targeting the dopamine, baby. And that's the key. Emotional reinforcement, motivational circuitry. I'm targeting all that. Behavior addiction path. I'm going in there, baby. I'm trying to get that thing to work for me. I'm trying to get it to work for me. All that stuff in there and all this out here, all these algorithms working it. I want to work it for me. That's what I want to work it. Most people accidentally make distraction pleasurable, comfort pleasurable, procrastination pleasurable, self-sabotage pleasurable, cause it's familiar. I want to reverse engineer all that. There's several movies out there on reverse engineer. Man, that's what a lot of folks do. Oh, that's what we do. We see some, say, man, how they put that thing together? Then they break it down slowly, at the pieces, put it back together. Then it don't work, right? That's how I do it. That's how I do it. That's exactly how I do it. It don't work. You be like, man, what happened? It should work. So now you got to go get another one. You got to catch another habit, break it down. You got to do it. You got to keep doing it. Then bit by bit, we'll get one that's it's working. Hey, this thing working. It's working. Okay, I'm gonna stop fighting human nature and start directing it. This is this is extraordinary intelligence because behavior change becomes sustainable when the reward is immediate. I got to figure out a way to give myself an immediate reward, a small reward right now for doing the right. I did it the other day. And I did, like, I'm going to do it tonight. When I get back into this other session in about an hour, I'm going to celebrate because I know I'm back in it this time. I'm back on the horse, baby. I'm back on the horse. Emotionally rich, identity linked, socially reinforced. And then spiritually meaningful, meaning that, hey, with this new sustainable habit, man, it's going to help my spirit and the spirit of others as well, too. Man, it's just going to be fabulous. I've said it, baby. I'm trying to paint it. You see I'm trying to paint it, right? I'm trying to paint it. To become, that means, hey, I'm not pretending. I'm not performing. I'm not fake. I'm not forced. But don't get me wrong now. I can pretend. I can perform. I can fake it. And sometimes I can force it. But I'm trying to get out of the forcing because soft is the new hard. But the pretending, the performing, and the faking, boom. Okay, let's see what it becomes. What's the natural evolution? What does it say? What does it say? It recognizes consciousness is, okay, I heard this word, like iterations. Identity is layered, transformation compounds. This removes internal resistance. While this question can radically transform identity, your nervous system is constantly asking, which version of me feels safest, easiest, and most rewarding? So if my nervous system is asking that, that means it must be separate from me or another part of me. So each part of my body is asking stuff and getting answers. What am I doing? I need to pay attention to what's going on because they doing a bunch of talking. And they leaving their main man out. Junk food pleasure, scrolling pleasure. Your brain protects those behaviors. Protects them. Okay. Attach pleasure to evolution itself. Now that's the secret. They said it's a secret. I know it's a secret. Let's see what the deep principle. How are we going to attach it to evolution itself? Whatever identity receives the strongest emotional rewards, the richest sensory meaning, the most immediate psychological payoff eventually dominates the behavior. It's quick, it's intense, very emotional and rich. Sound like a cupcake to me. Sound like it, baby. Sound like that's when that's when I get them, man. Your boy be like going ham on them. I be like, man, I be going ham on them. You know what I'm saying? A white get them, and then treats them bad, put them in the freezer for 2 years, and then say, hey, you know what? You can have them now. See, the thing 3 years old. You done busted them. You done wasted them. That's what I be saying. That's what I be saying. I be saying that. I do. I be saying that. Make my higher self emotionally irresistible. How can I do this? Okay, here you go. Romanticize alignment. That's what we was talking about earlier. I knew it was going this way. I knew it. See, I hadn't read the rest of this. I'm learning this. I'm seeing this just as y'all getting it right here. Most people romanticize chaos, escape, comfort, rebellion, and indulgence. Romanticize mean I'm daydreaming. Instead of romanticizing, instead I should romanticize clarity, being able to see clear. I've been doing it. It's been working. Wow, you want it faster, you want it quicker, you want it faster. I should romanticize strength, calmness, and wisdom. I should romanticize health and purpose. Instead of thinking I have to wake up early, I'm thinking my higher self owns the morning before the world wakes up. That's a good statement. I own the morning before the world even wake up. So I just changed it just a little bit. Add an immediate reward to growth. instead of big. See, because most growth rewards are delayed. First a blade in the ear, then the full corn in the ear. See, I want to work out, man, but I know it's delayed. It may take me a year. See, I'm on the squat for a whole year. I was on curls for a year. Now I'm on the squat for a whole year. And I'm trying to get back to the bench. The bench, man, covered up. I'm going to have to add that up in there. Okay, I got to get back. After workout, study, meditation, or a sales call, I did this. After a sales call, man, if it went right, man, shoot. If I had something sweet right there, I'd do it. But no, I just pat myself on. I normally go outside, man, and I just run, man. I'd be like, man, I just did that. Man, I just did it. Especially on Fridays. Go for no Fridays. Man, it's good. Don't go for no Fridays. It's good stuff on Go for No Fridays. Immediately create, and I thought about this, right? Because I wanted to have music involved. That's what they said. Somebody said have a great coffee, victory journaling, celebration, visualization, some kind of emotional reinforcement. But I go outside in the sunlight for number one, and I want to have a theme song, a nice beat to kind of go along with it. Because this other guy told me this, right? And I got it. He's Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street said one of the things he was doing in that, man, and the key thing is that the nose has a straight connection to the brain. The nose do. So he was saying I should use when I'm in the most heightened state. You got these little mints. I got one down here. I got one in my bag. I ain't gonna get it though, but I got it in my bag. It's almost like a little. You just you just stick it in your nose, right? Take a deep breath, but it's weird. It's got to be weird, and you got to take a real deep breath. I still been kind of scared to do the hard as he was talking about. But he said you got to shock your brain. While you're at that high state, you got to shock it, solidify it in. Then now, later on, when you ain't feeling some kind of way, you just go ahead and say, man, I need to get in the zone. You smell that? Because it always happens. Say, man, that's nostalgia. It's something familiar. Smells good. I remember that. And now my body just fall back into that state. Whoa. So I got that. I got to get back on my music. I hadn't got my music, but I want to get it all tied. Because a lot of times, me and my wife would be at the beach. Guess what? I sniffed that at the beach. I'm sitting there chilling. I sniffed that. When I just finished good sales calls or something up there and I'm feeling good, I take a couple of sniffs out of that. That's it. If y'all ain't tried it, look it up now. The nose, they did a lot of study on the nose, man. Even when you sleep, everything else shut off except your nose, bro. Your nose still wide open. Your nose, all this to shut off except the nose. Still wide open. The guy say, man, you sleep, man. They can program you through your nose, man. They showed it, man. It's crazy stuff, right? It's crazy stuff. That's good stuff, but that's true. So I got the sense. I may put the scents down into the show. I don't even know if they even making them anymore. Probably could use some Vicks Vapor Rub if you wanted to, or you could get you some cinnamon, peppermint, or something like that. Real sure, but it needs to be a weird scent that you don't find everywhere because your grandma's cooking. You don't find it everywhere. It's a certain scent, grandma house. Everybody know what grandma house smell like. It ain't quite like mothballs, but it could be Lysol and mothballs and some type of Bengay or something like that mixed together. Boom, you got it. Grandma house right there. Man, I need to come out with a air freshener. Grandma house. Yeah. Okay. All right, we still going, man. We just playing. Okay. Create sensory identity anchors. Your environment teaches you your identity. Your higher self should have a sound. That's what it just said. A soundtrack, a clothing style, a certain coat. My daughter, she went out, man. My daughter, when she was maybe 13 or something like that, she saw this coat. She loved this coat, man. She said, Dad, love this coat right here. I said, that's an expensive coat right there. But you'll spend all your Christmas money on that coat. She said, yeah, Dad, I just love this coat. I don't know why, but I love it. And we bought it for her. And of course, she got the coat. Man, she wore the coat out. But she said it made her feel so good. The coat made her feel so good. So I got to get me some stuff like that. That's what I got to do. I got to have me a soundtrack. I did a lot of my clothing. I did a lot of my clothing over. I did it over, you know, to assume this new identity. But I'm gonna have to do it over again. I'm seeing some more stuff, man. Hey, what would my new self be wearing? I'm seeing it more casual, almost more like Miami Vice style. You know what I'm saying? Some linen or something like that. You know, everybody do the little linen. But no, I got a little style. Some certain routines. I got the scents in there. I got the spaces, certain spaces, the room, language pattern, posture, and they call them rituals, man, but they're just little small habits. You know what I'm saying? Just a small habit for every, like being at the free throw line. A lot of guys, it's got to have some breathing in there. Boom, boom, boom. Take the shot. Say that's what a ritual is. So yeah, I like this. We creating identity anchors right there. Man, this is good stuff, man. It's not elite performers use identity anchors constantly. Gym music, clean workspace, luxury notebook, intentional fragrances, calm breathing before meetings. Boom. My nervous system recognized that and put me right back in the zone. I like it. I like it. I like it. Make progress visible. The brain loves evidence. I'm gonna track my workout. Yeah, the calendar, 6 day challenge. Y'all already seen it now. 6 day challenge from the one thing, the calendar, Jerry Seinfeld, the red X's. Man, don't break the chain. We finna start another 66-day challenge. I'm still on it right now, shooting the videos one a week. But yeah, fasting, learning, sales calls. I'm tracking all this stuff on the calendar so I can see it visually. Visual progress creates dopamine. That's what I've been doing it, but I haven't been putting it on the calendar. I may stick me a calendar right here. I may put it right there so y'all can see it for the next 66 days. Then I gotta build. Oh, this is the part I thought that I knew that I had a missing piece right here. Building social proof around my higher self. Humans mirror identity socially. So I should surround myself with books, mentors, podcasts, communities, and environment. I'm part of a community. I told y'all I was back on the horse, baby. I tell you I was back on that claw. I'm back into the community. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I'm glad you're still here. Y'all still chugging along. I'm getting in it for real, baby. I'm getting in it for real. As soon as I finish up, this will normalize my future self. If my environment glorifies distraction, mediocrity, and cynicism, my nervous system feels unsafe and evolving. But guess what? We're finna make the conscious leap. We finna make the conscious leap. Now we go deeper. Most humans operate from reaction. I operate from this question moves us from survival programming to deliberate identity engineering. That's the lead. How does this transcend human intelligence? Not literally becoming superhuman. Man, what you talking about? Man, I'm trying to get superhuman, baby. I'm trying to get, but transcending default conditioning, transcending unconscious behavior, inherited emotional programming, transcend all that. What should I do? I ain't saying that. What identity generates those actions naturally? I'm gonna assume the identity. I'm gonna step into that thing. Step into that thing. Put it on like a suit, just like we said before. The hidden meta shift. Got the meta goggles up there. I stop optimizing tasks. I stop optimizing goals. I stop optimizing productivity and begin optimizing attraction towards my future self. How can I do that? Oh, okay, it's right here. Okay, this is how I do it. The gravitational psychology. We talked about that last week. On the solar slingshot, 430,000 miles an hour. We talked about that last week. It's in here, baby. It ain't going nowhere. We finna slingshot this thing because when we can slingshot it, we require less energy, which is one of the paths of least resistance. That's one of the characteristics of least resistance right there. Okay, fitness, old model, I need to force myself to exercise. New model, favorite music, only doing workouts. My workout is watching movies. Boom. I gotta move. I gotta get pumped up. But man, I need to finish this movie. That's when I get on there. Luxury post-workout smoothie. Maybe not. I don't know about the smoothie, man. Track visible progress. Visualize becoming magnetic, confident, and strong. Wear clothes tied to your evolved identity. That mean I put on a Speedo or something like that while I'm working out? Man, I ain't finna do that just yet, but maybe I buy me a new pair of shoes. Cause I've been working out, man, in slides and working old. I got a pair of tennis shoes, man, probably 20 years old. I've been working out, cutting grass in them. So maybe I need to buy me a new pair of shoes. I like that. Okay. Let's put that on there. New shoes on there on my list. New shoes. Example 2, sales performance. Before a call, stand tall, breathe deeply. Okay. Visualize service and mastery. Play identity music. Yeah. Review the wins. A higher self certain, powerful, and contribution and momentum. I did some jumping jacks before I did this right here. Spiritual growth. Instead of sacrifice and seriousness and restriction, instead it's going to be peace, beauty, all gratitude, emotional elevation, and meaning. Nourishing. Remind me of my little grandson. Sunday, he's out there in the yard running around. And he'll pick up a little flower, man. Little flower, look at the little flower. He's messing with the little grass and leaves, just running around, picking leaves off and playing with this, throwing rocks, whole 9 yards. Just out there, emotional elevation and meaning, all in gratitude, just being on the planet. I like that. The ultimate realization, our future self is not built primarily through force, pressure, and punishment. Yes, it's built through pleasure, meaning, identity, safety, emotional reward. So, the real mastery is train your mind to crave alignment more than distraction. This is when transformation stops feeling like war and starts feeling like becoming, feeling like being. Okay, so this is my question that I'm gonna work for the rest of this week, coming in Friday. How can I make my high self the most pleasurable self to become? I got my outline right here of putting in the scents, the music, the clothes. We finna get us a fresh new wardrobe, fresh new environment, fresh new scents. All of it kind of go together. It's gonna all go together, and then I'm gonna be a new. It's gonna be new. I'm gonna start assuming a new person because he would start. No, he would start right now. So I'm gonna tweak that. So that's my question. Hold on, let's see what AI can. Hey, let's see what AI can. He put together me a 7-day protocol.
It's amazing how natural progress is. So, how might you start rewarding your next step, even if it's
Okay, that's a good question. How can I reward my next step as if, even though it's small, but I want to assume and walk into this new identity? Do I start? What's the easiest way to do it? Give me a 4-day protocol.
all right? Let's keep it simple. Day one, pick one small action that aligns with your higher self, maybe a 5-minute habit. When you finish, reward yourself with something you enjoy, maybe your favorite song or a short walk. Day two, add one more action. Stack the same reward or something similar right after. Day three, start reflecting on how these actions feel more aligned. Journal or say it out loud. Day four, celebrate your consistency. Acknowledge that even small actions are already shaping your future self. Keep the
Hmm.
rewards enjoyable.
Okay, what are some good rewards that I can use that won't wreck my health?
You can go for rewards that nourish you without things like a relaxing herbal tea, a chapter from a book you enjoy, a scenic walk, or even a quick guided meditation. If you love music or podcasts, use those as little treats. The key is making the reward feel genuinely enjoyable, yet aligned with how you want to feel overall.
So you mean that I can possibly watch an episode or watch a movie without having to exercise as a reward?
Absolutely. You can definitely enjoy an episode or a movie as a reward. The key is moderation and intention. Treat it as a mindful, chosen reward after completing that meaningful action, not as a default escape. When you know you've earned it, it feels even better, and it won't undo anything.
All right, okay. So there you guys have it, right then and there. So that's what we got, my 4-day protocol. I'm gonna be doing a small action with a small reward. So I'm gonna pick some stuff some small rewards that I can do when I'm at work. How can I reward myself? Normally, what I end up doing, I normally go to lunch. I normally reward myself by eating something, but maybe I should try something else. I need to work on those rewards. What would reward something besides watching a good movie or something like that? All right. So my question, which I'm finishing for the rest of the week, how can I make my higher self the most pleasurable self to become? That's my question. So what's your question? Peace out. Woo-hoo! I got champion DNA.
I just level up the stage. Go, go, go. Levier.